bless you, Bishop.
Good to have you in the United States.
Thank you, sir.
Your first time across the pond?
Yes, sir.
All right. We call the Atlantic the pond. And we call Pacific the ocean. So you took a little short hop. You went from Europe over under Greenland.
That's right.
And come down over Canada.
Yeah.
To Detroit.
That's right.
And then from Detroit over the Midwest down to the Mid-South.
Amen.
I got you.
Amen.
I got you. Yes. Well, tell us about what's going on in the United Kingdom, specifically in England.
Well, we thank you, first of all, for welcoming us to the United States. When I say we, I'm talking about myself and the body life. We thank you because you are a gift to the body. And thank God for what God is doing in United Kingdom. And I believe and I pray that more will still be happening in terms of spirituality. And we have so long way to go, no doubt about that. And I'm here to get in touch in order to be touched. So that's why I'm here.
Amen. Well, you know, we met several years ago, about 8 years or so.
Yes, sir.
Ago, and at the time you were assisting in the pastorate. Now you're pastoring, married, 3 children.
Yes, sir.
South End on Sea, where the waters flow, and etc. And we're treated quite well here. What do you think about the United States? How are we doing? What do you? I know this is your first stop.
Yes, sir.
But what is your overall view of what you see and hear thus far?
I mean, first of all, United States is a very, very beautiful, beautiful country, and welcoming, accommodating, and the people are just so wonderful, so warming. And one of the things that has so much intrigued me in US is the vastness of the land. It's huge. I mean, going from A to B, like coming from Detroit to Little Rock, Arkansas, I had to fly. And obviously I know some people drive it. But the land is so huge, so much land, but very few people. And comparing it to where I'm coming from in terms of the UK, the place is big. It's big, and I really appreciate this. But the big question is, I don't know whether the people really appreciate what they have here.
Well, I'll answer that for you. No, they don't appreciate it. The people that are born here don't appreciate it, and people who are coming really don't appreciate it. And I say now, some do, but a lot of people don't. People coming from other places, bringing their culture into the United States to make it a multicultural society as such, it's not a workable deal.
Absolutely.
So people really don't appreciate it. People coming from the deserts, they're bringing desert environment. People coming from hostile environments, bringing hostility. I mean, we got enough of that already, but I thought I'd just ask what your perception in terms of what you've seen and heard thus far. But I was born and raised in the United States, but did not appreciate the United States until I went to war in Asia. And when I came back, my whole attitude changed. Everything changed. Just got to go somewhere, see something, then come back.
I mean, it's just like the same thing in the UK. I'll compare it to working in a working environment. Obviously, before any employee is employed in a working environment, the working environment have ethics. They have code of conduct. And everyone employed into that place must be prepared to respond to, adhere to the code of conduct of the working environment. There are some working environment that goes in, everybody must have a specific kind of uniform. And nobody that wants to go and work in such an environment can come with a different outfit. It's been there already before the people show up. Now, the same thing with a country. Every country has ethics, code of conduct, practices, way they do things. And I don't understand why people will want to go to a place and they want to bring in what does not belong to the place they want to call number one home. If you're ready to go and stay in a place, you must be prepared to carry out, do things based upon the ethics and the code of conduct of the place. So, for me, when people go to a place and they want to bring in their practices that is not the way of life with where they are going, I think they need a reorientation and a re-education of what it really means to be there.
You know, I think the first thing a person needs to do in going to another place is learn the language.
Absolutely.
And there's some people here just refuse to learn the language. Even people who are born here refuse to learn the language. I mean, you're born in a culture where English is the major language. And then when you go to other countries, they're trying to learn the language here. But then when they come here, they act like they don't want to know the language. So language to me is the ultimate expression of what a culture is all about. So when people come with different languages, a mother tongue is fine. But when you're in public,
That's right.
it's to identify a culture that can help facilitate the all purpose for that culture in the first place. The United States was raised up to express the one new man. So that means people who come from all over the world meet Christ and become that expression of the many-membered body, but the one kingdom culture. But there are many people who are not concerned about Christ and they're not concerned about the kingdom culture. So to bring in the diversity of cultural distinctions and produce ongoing hostilities and separations and etc. So that debilitates and weakens the defense of that whole nation and breaks it down to a point whereby the enemy can come in and take it over and you no longer exist. So it's good to have you.
Thank you, sir.
And maybe on the next segment we can talk about what your vision is for even coming as well as UK.